Finding the hands and the knees and carrying with you the residue of our oming. So plug in your fingerprints into the floor, the knuckles of each one of your fingers. Even the little cup in the center of your palm wants to connect to the floor. Go to the knees in your awareness. Feel the knees pressing down just a little bit, and the solidness of your spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Just imagine sending energy in two directions at once. Now notice what happens to the breath. Now I'll invite you as we flow to lose yourself in the dynamism. On the next inhale, let your heart pour through. Let your belly sway low. Tail and the gaze lift up. On the out breath, round the back. Drive the navel upwards towards the sky as you tuck the tail and the chin. And then continue to flow true to the pace of your own breath. If you have an interest in integrating a technique here, it's called Samavritti technique. And it's a way in which to measure out the breath. So it's something like this. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keep going. On your next inhale, same happy cow. On your out breath, count your way back to a child's pose. So you can open up the knees a little more broadly as you descend the hips, and then finally the forehead comes down. But just as soon as it lands, the next inhale pours in, and then you rise up again, heart pours through, happy cow. Transition to child's pose. Good. One more time. The next time you're in a child's pose, stack the hands, palms up on the sacrum. On the next inhale, let the right arm sweep beyond the head, rise up to kneeling. Take a little baby back bend at the top. Out breath, return hips to heels. Right hand replaces left hand sweeps forward and upward. Now, if you've had the good fortune of sitting in a chair all day, this is going to be a superb counter to all of that pronation in the body. And so maybe you make it elegant and flowy, soft gaze. One more each side. When you're complete with this part, slip the hands forward. Happy cow. Toes turn under. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Next inhale comes in as the knees descend. One more time. Beautiful tempo. Stay in down dog when you're there next, and give a wag. Pedal the legs. Feel how your body yearns for freedom. You know intuitively where to go to seek out the parts of you that are compact or tight or dense or dark. Free to take one more breath. Let the knees come down to the floor. Repeat after me. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Oh, good. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice. One more time. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take the pose. Beautiful. Relax your tongue. Let the knees come down. Let your right foot move to the front. Take the arms up as you inhale. We'll be here a number of times. And so in your transition, if you set the front foot a little bit to its relative direction so that the gap between the front foot and the back knee is a little broader, then it makes balancing easier. Good. Now, draw the front base ribs into the body, lean back a little bit, deep breath into the heart. On the exhale, let the hands come down. Turn the back toes under, step forward. Hands behind the back, weave the fingers together. Exhale, move energy with your hands, like graze and push and move energy down the outside and backs of the legs. And then just give it a little fling out the baby toe side. From here, drawing from the arch sides of the feet, pull energy up the inner thighs. Let it lift up and over the hip points and just give a little stir at the adrenals. Soothing, energizing, and replenishing any depletion. Now, please watch. Anytime you're in a position thusly with fingers woven together behind you, I'm going to invite you to lift the shoulders up out of the ears, and it looks like this. You see that? Nice. Okay. Let's give it a go. Take a big breath in, arms up. Exhale, sweet dive forward, ground energy as much or as little as you like. Take the hands behind the back, weave the fingers together, and just lift the shoulders up out of the ears. Feel the neck nice and long. Exhale, ground energy again through the legs. Soft knees, right foot strides back, right knee to the floor. Anjaneyasana, second side. Nice, Sydney. Beautiful transition. We're going to exhale. The hands come down. Step the left foot back. Cow. Cat. Cow. Child's pose. Cow on the inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's say it together. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful. From here, pick up the right foot, and just hang it on the Achilles of the left leg. Then distribute the weight evenly between the hands and press deeply into the left heel. After a breath, switch sides. Right foot descends, hang the left foot on the right Achilles. Good, good, good. Distribute the weight evenly between the hands. That was beautiful adjustment. Really nicely done. Okay. Down dog, both feet on the earth. Deep breath in. Exhale, let the knees descend. Left foot to the front. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, as the hands come down, right hand stays grounded, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Good. Draw the left hip back. Turn the belly button to the left. Beautiful. Oh, that was glorious, Michelle. Feel the arch side of your left foot on the floor. Turn the belly button and the ribs to the left a little bit more. Pick up the corners of your mouth and a smile. Go ahead and look up to the left thumb if you can. Beautiful. Windmill, left hand down. Turn the back toes under, step forward. Hands behind the back. We're going to go 2 breaths here. Bravo. When you're ready to release, ground energy all the way down. Sweeping the arms to the sky, sit back. Utkatasana. Fierce pose. So you have a pretty fair perspective, I think, on my spine here. Heavy in the heels, heavy in the tail. And then if you look at my back body, my backbone, when I draw the front base ribs into the body, watch what happens. It feels so good. And then you lift the heart just a little bit more, and that fierceness starts to percolate. Oh, it's been in there all day. One more breath. Nice. Let it go. Exhale as you come down. Left foot strides far back. Left knee comes to the earth. Sweep the arms up. Ah. Exhale, twisting to the right. Arch side of the right foot presses down. Right hip draws back. Turn the belly button a little bit more to the right and look up at the right thumb. Unwind. And as you come down, step right leg back. Happy cow. Scaredy cat. Cow. Balasana. Child's pose. Cow. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let me hear it.
Adho Mukha Svanasana.
Glorious. 3 breaths. Knees to the earth. Right foot forward. Anjaneyasana. Let's go ahead and do this, please. Turn the back left toes under. We're going to draw the front base ribs in, inhaling as we bend the elbows and lean back. On the exhale, extend the arms, biceps next to the ears, and give just a little tilt forward. Anchor the back knee down, ribs drawing into the body. Big open heart space. Exhale, just a little tilt, a little offering here. One more. Nice. As the hands come down, left hand stays grounded, right fingertips sweep skyward. Now, just Check in with the shoulder to make sure you're not hyperextending. And the litmus test is the same as last time we were together. So if you're looking directly forward, directly in front of your face, and you wiggle your right fingertips, if you don't see them, bring your right hand forward so that you can see that wiggle in your periphery. And in this way, you can increase the torsion in the spine rather than hyperextending the shoulder. Turn the navel to the right. Powerfully press the arch side of the right foot down. Turn the navel and the ribs to the right. Keep your anchorage. Turn the navel, the ribs, and the heart to the right. One more breath. Navel, ribs, heart, head, ring it out, and then come around. Right hand down, pick up the back leg, step forwards. Hands behind you, weave the fingers. 2 breaths. Ground on an exhale. Rise up and capture prana. Bring it into your heart. And then over the course of the next few breaths, start to shift to Utkatasana. Let's say that one together. Let me spell it. U-K-T, Ut, K-A, Tasana, T-A-S-A-N-A, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Utkatasana. Let's say it together. Utkatasana. Utkatasana. Nice. Utkatasana. Take the arms up. Press the feet into the floor. Bring prana between your palms and all the way through the heart line. When you get to the solar plexus, root your fingers down. Take note of where you are, when you are, and how you are. Big sweeping gesture, triumphant. Dive into your forward folds. From here, let the right foot stride back. Knee to the earth. Anjayasana. Back toes turned under for stability. In breath and out breath. On the third round, right hand lights down, left fingertips sweep skyward. Beautiful. Really nice alignment. Now, prudent in your progress. First, anchor the arch side of the foot. If you're doing that, you're doing everything. But then, should you desire to pull the left hip back just a little bit while keeping the arch side anchored. Now the navel turns to the left, and the ribs, and the heart, and the head. One more breath. Go ahead and come around. Cow. Yeah. Trust the flow. 3 breaths in down dog. And I would really like to appeal to you to really trust the flow. I mean, the highest risk is that you do a different yoga pose than somebody else in the room, you know? So we're going to start to clip the pieces together in a little bit more of a flowing sequence. And so do not be afraid to divert and to pirouette off into your own version of the dance. Okay. Take courage, let the knees descend. Left foot steps forward, arms sweep to the sky. Go a little deeper in the front knee. And then as you emerge from that position, dive into your back bend. 3 times. I appreciate your precision. We're going to take the twist to the left. This time, drop the left hand behind you, palm out. Drive the arch of the foot down, the hip back, roll the navel, the ribs, the heart, the head, open to the left. Unwind. Step forward. Take the bind behind the back. 2 breaths. Ground energy on an exhale. Invite abundance on an inhale. Bring that light into your heart for courage as you sit back as if into a chair to meet your own fierceness. This pose is Utkatasana. Let's say it together. Utkatasana. Yeah. One more time. Utkatasana. Brilliant. If you want to go ahead and add the arms, it's just a little more ferocious. We're almost there. Big, big breath into the heart. On the exhale, flow all the way down. Left foot strides back, knee to the ground. Anjaneyasana, dip deeply into the front knee. Emerge from that position and take a little baby back bend. 3 times. Making a gift. The twist. This time, right hand comes onto the low back, palm out. Wind it to the right. One more breath. Unwind. Pick up the back leg, step to forward. Take the bind. Ground energy. And then rise up to receive boldly. Bring the light all the way down and all the way through. If you like, when you get to the solar plexus, you turn the fingertips down and anchor that energy, and then the arms rise up again. Sit back, Utkatasana. Now, look up here And notice that the knees are in the same plane as one another. When we go to effect a twist from this position, the tendency is for the knees to stagger. But this is an erroneous execution of the pose. Rather, we want the knees to be in line with one another continuously through the process. So wherever you're at in Utkatasana, rise up. Bring energy down through the middle one more time. Pause. Soak in the warmth. Now take the arms up. Capture some light. Bring that into your heart as you sit back. You don't have to go to your deepest depth. That's not necessary. But do please take a look at your knees. Now, from here, have a breath in. On the exhale, it'll be left fingertips forward and right fingertips back. You're taking your twist to the right, but you're keeping the knees from staggering. So you want to make sure that the knees don't stagger. Good. Inhale, bring palms to meet at the heart. Exhale, change sides. Beautiful, Michelle. Nice. Keep going. One more each side. Take a bow forward. Go ahead and step back and child's pose. Dissolve your experience of that last pose. There's nothing you can do about it. So instead, bring all of your attention to this present moment. Where are you? When are you? And how are you? Take one breath. And we'll continue to move. Shifting forward to the hands and knees, the old familiar flow. Eventually, down dog. Raise your right leg up to hip height, toes pointed to the floor. Press your right foot back as if onto the wall behind you. Feel a smile at the corners of your lips. A deep breath in, and on the exhale, step the right foot to the front. Left knee comes down. Sweep the arms. Deepen the front knee. Come up. Begin your offering. Twisting to the right. Go ahead and drop the right hand back. While it's not a necessity, it will increase interesting sensations. You are welcome to turn the back toes under, press into the back heel and lift the knee up off of the floor. Make sure that you keep the front knee lined up over the ankle, and then go ahead and wring it out to the right. Both thighs hugging into the midline. Ooh. When you're ready, unwind, simply step to the forward. Take the bind behind you. Gorgeous transitions. Yes, yes, yes. See if you can bring the heels of the hands to meet. Maybe squeeze the forearms a little closer. Lifting shoulders up out of the ears and then grounding energy. Rising up. Utkatasana. Knees are aligned. You don't want the foundation to move. Breath in, breath out. So both palms will be facing the direction that you're twisting. So give that a try and see if that helps the shoulders feel better. You got it. One more each side. Take your bow. Right leg back. Knee to the floor. Anjaneyasana. Deepen the bend. So emerging now so that the knee is directly above the ankle. Give way to your back bend. Fill your heart and then make your offering. Left arm comes across the low back. So here you could verify that your front left knee aligns directly over the ankle. And if you're interested, back right toes turn under, lift the knee off the floor. Regardless of whether the back knee is down or not, do hug the thighs towards each other. Twist to the left, 2 more breaths. Unwind. Right knee down, left leg back, down dog. We're almost there. Left leg rises to hip height. Press the foot back as if onto the wall behind you. Deep breath in. Exhale, step the left foot to the front. Keep the right knee lifted. Sweep the arms, Anjaneyasana. Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. Bring the palms to meet in front of your heart. Breathe in. On the exhale, send your right fingertips forward and your left fingertips back. Okay. Feel the front left foot and the back right toes. Yeah. And the back knee. Hug your thighs towards each other. And now reach through the fingertips. Woo. When you're ready, come around to the front. Plant the hands down, step forward. Bind behind the back. Ground energy. Rise up triumphant. Sit back, Utkatasana. 4 breaths. Whatever you want to do with the arms is fine. Remain still and focused. Ooh, let it go. Ah, Nice. Left foot strides far back. Keep the back knee lifted if this is a part of your practice. Rising up, Anjaneyasana. Palms meet. Left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Come around to the middle. Let's go ahead and take it down. Step back. One final vinyasa. Knees to the floor. Open your heart. Happy cow. Release anything that doesn't serve you as you let go of the breath. Scaredy cat. Keep the breath flowing, the body supple and almost slippery. One more time. Last pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take one breath as you discover down dog is a resting pose. Let the knees come down. Let's thread the needle. We'll go do left side first. Follow the left thumb with your eyes. Sweep the left arm up, and then we're going to curl it under. Drop on down to the shoulder, to the ear. There's about 1,000 ways that you could vary this pose. And I'm just going to invite you to let gravity draw you in. Give yourself 2 more rounds of breath to just sink in. Right hand will support you as you come up. And then you'll follow the right thumb with your gaze as you switch sides, bringing the right arm down and under, right ear to the earth. Well done. Surrender, surrender. Good. Let your left hand support you as you come up and just shift onto your seat. Let the legs come out front. So the big thing with the arrangement of the legs is that you don't have any bones on hard surfaces, okay? And so I'm going to arrange myself this way: right leg long, left knee bends, arch side, the sole of the left foot comes to the thigh of the right leg, and then maybe scooping the flesh out from beneath my sits bones here. And so if you need to put a blanket somewhere to just ensure that you're not uncomfortable. Okay, you're going to slip the right hand on the inside of the right leg and kind of crawl it down to where you find a sticky place. Okay, so check in again with the integrity of this arrangement. Big toe points to the sky. You're going to take the left arm up and just do a little internal rotation. So from here, bend the elbow, turn the heart open. And then on the exhale, reach with the left fingertips for the right toes. May or may not touch. Now, bend the left elbow, open your heart. Exhale, reach. Go a little deeper. Now let's match Samavriti technique. 1-to-1 ratio. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Exhale. Maybe you want to protract the breath a little longer. On this last round, you're just going to linger. Just hang out a little bit, feeling that lovely breath in the left side body. Whole left hip sinks down. Really nice. Bending into the elbow, opening your heart as you rise up. When you get to the top, sit. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Close your eyes. Good job. Second side. Rearrange yourself accordingly. So flesh from beneath the sits bones is super helpful when we're seated quite often. Orient the toe. Left hand drops on the inside of the left leg. Right arm sweeps up. Internal rotation. Exhale, reach for the toes. Inhale, bend the elbow, open the heart. Good, Sydney. Nice. Finally. Right fingertips reaching for left toes. Give yourself 3 breaths. When you're ready to come up, bend the elbow, open the heart, lift up to the top, and just sit. Soak in the sweetness. Nice. Well done. Okay. For this next part, just bring the feet together for Baddha Konasana, this pose bound angle. If you're if you're driving in a particular direction, the cue would be to imagine that your foot were like a book, that your feet were like books and the outer edge is the binding, and that you could open up the pages of your foot book towards the sky. Then maybe you can bend the elbows and drop the elbows down into the knees and impress them a little bit with your vitality. Little rocking, a little shifting. And then when you're ready to come up, do support your knees as you rise up. If you want, you could just rock a little bit on your spine. Let's be on your mat. Okay. So just playfully rocking back and forth a little bit, giving your spine a massage. And then we're going to do a technique that is so utilitarian. And so I'll share with you that yoga is not without its major controversies. Not the least of which is, do you fold your blanket hot dog style or hamburger style? I'm telling you, some people die on that hill. So if we're starting from hamburger style and we fold the blanket nice and neatly, we get to a stage that we affectionately call Tadasana of the blanket. And that's because it's just anatomical neutral. If we're in Tadasana in mountain pose, it is what physiologists would call anatomical neutral, right? So this is Tadasana of the blanket. And so when you get to this Tadasana stage, you will fold it one more time, long ways. Then you'll take your second blanket. You'll do the same thing. Okay, so Tadasana. All right. Let's just start from scratch. So this is the configuration that's called hamburger. And that's just the short, I guess, if you're folded on the short length, hamburger. Then if you start out and you fold it on the long length, thusly, this is the hot dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which you do, hamburger or hot dog, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
So long as you end up in Tadasana. And so once you're here, that's when we start to arrange for our posture. And so you want 2 blankets, thusly, and a third that's going to serve as a little bit of a pillow. And so here's the configuration. This is going to be underneath the spine. The folded edge on one side. And then as I stack the second blanket, I put the folded edge on the opposite side. And that's just so you don't feel like you're rolling off on one side. Now notice this stagger right here. Notice this stagger. Okay. Eventually, you're going to sit with the first blanket just at the hips, and you're going to recline. And this is where you will end up eventually. Okay. So you may or may not need that blanket at the head, but it's there should you need it. It might feel pretty nice to lengthen the legs. And so go ahead and give that a shot. Relax your tongue. Falling back into the embrace of the earth. Take a deep breath in and let it go with a sigh. Ah. 1-to-1 ratio breath inhaling, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Continue to measure the breath. We started with a 4 count. As you are ready, begin to expand your experience of the breath to a 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale. Maybe a 6 count. Maybe even extending to a 7 count or beyond. No strain. Good. Allow that technique to drop away. Relax even more as you've ascended in the most calculated way, as you have risen up to this beautiful perspective. Begin to drift down. Now on the breath, counting backwards from 9. This inhale, 9. This exhale, 9. Next breath, 8. Then 7, and so on. If you lose count, it's okay. Just go back to 9 and drift down, relaxing more with every subsequent breath, drifting more deeply down. Drop the counting if you haven't already. Ah, feel the wisdom of gravity. Continuing to rest. Choosing effortlessness. You do not have to try to listen. There are no problems to solve. And as you deepen your sense of relaxation, you may ask yourself this question: am I my body? Am I my body? Well, inform the answer this way. Have you experienced your body changing across time? Have you witnessed those changes? Have you seen your body change? And if the answer is yes, then you must not be your body. And as you sink even more deeply into the comfort of relaxation, fearless, unperturbed, clear, you ask again an even more poignant question: am I my heart? Am I my heart? Test it again against your experience. Have you witnessed your heart change across time? Have you seen emotions come and go, the longings and desires of the heart shift and change? And if so, then most certainly you cannot be your heart. Go a little deeper. Drop in a little further. Ask, am I my mind? And test your answer against the same caveat. Have you borne witness to changes of the mind? Have you watched as your mind changed across time. If so, you must not be your mind, but rather the witness who has watched through your eyes since your earliest recollection, your earliest memory of this lifetime. Take now the seat of the witness, the one who's been watching, unperturbed, unmolested, unbothered by the shifting and changing of conditions. Rest now. Drink deeply of your next inhale. Remember where you are and when you are. Coming back to this place and time, notice how you feel. How are you?